Somewhere deep within an Icelandic burial chamber lurks an undead creature that possesses superhuman strength and, unlike most dead, still retains some intelligence. It has the ability to increase its size and weight, shapeshift, and move through walls as if they were made of water with magical powers. They roam these deep, forgotten areas to guard their treasure. In Norse and in Icelandic mythology, this creature is known as a Draugr. They have been written down in sagas hundreds of years old, originating from the 10th and 11th centuries. As far as appearance, Draugr generally can take on the form of several animals, but in human form they appear to be rotten with a maroon or bluish hue covering their bodies. In one of the Icelanders' sagas, known as Grettis, Grettir Asmundarson encountered and defeats an undead shepherd known as Glemur, who had the same look about him. In another Icelandic saga known as Lexdela, the bones of a sorceress are unearthed and described as blue and evil-looking. The term Hellblaur is Old Norse for blue death and is a term used to describe the Draugr. Like the Western ghost, the Draugr is said to be that of an undead person who was greedy, selfish, or evil in life, and instead of following the traditional path of death, they selfishly choose to remain on Earth. Another way a Draugr is created is through infection. A bite or even a scratch can be sufficient enough to transform a living person into a Draugr after death brought on by the sickly disease. This happens in the Eyrbyggja saga, where after a shepherd is killed by a Draugr, he rises as one himself the next night. Some Draugr are immune to normal weapons, and in order to be defeated, they must be matched with the creed and courage of a true hero. The hero would literally wrestle the Draugr back into the grave, since weapons were of no use. This occurred in the saga of Roman Gripsson, where the hero defeats a Draugr king by the name of Sidawan and burns his body afterwards. In the ways of Draugr prevention lies one tactic known as the corpse door. In a tomb, only one door is made to enter, and a corpse is carried in feet first, surrounded by people or other obstructions so the potential Draugr cannot see where it is going. Afterwards, the door is bricked shut. It is believed that the undead can only leave through the door of which they entered, and it is all the more better that they can't find it. Draugr are not always malicious. According to the book entitled The Road to Hell by Hilda Davidson, these creatures are also said to be able to enter the dreams of the living. Generally speaking, the living person would awake to find a gift left behind to mark the visit by the Draugr. However, there are two sides of this coin. They can also drive the dreamer mad in the process. The Draugr is featured heavily in the 5th installment of the Elder Scrolls series. Set in Skyrim, one of the provinces of Tamriel, this creature can be found in pretty much any Nord burial ground and sometimes in caves that bleed into them. The Draugr in Skyrim possesses magical abilities, can wield weapons and shields. More dangerous Draugr are able to speak the ancient dragon tongue featured in the game, known as the Thu'um, of which the player uses throughout. They are also featured in the 3rd installment of the Elder Scrolls series, Morrowind.